This person is thinking about you very deeply right now, and even if there has been silence, distance, or confusion, their feelings have not disappeared. In fact, the space between you has made everything stronger. They keep going back to you in their mind, wondering what this connection really is and what it could become. They want a conversation with you, not something small or casual, but something real that brings clarity. At the same time, they have been holding back because this connection feels intense to them, almost overwhelming, and they were not ready to face it fully. They feared things were moving too fast, yet now they're starting to feel like they may have slowed things down too much. There is regret in their energy. They know they did not handle something properly, especially when it comes to communication. They may have ignored a message, delayed a response, or pulled away without explanation. Now they carry the weight of that, and they want to apologize, but they do not know how to come forward without risking rejection. They want to chase you, but they are also afraid of losing you completely if they do it the wrong way. This creates a push and pull inside them, where they think about reaching out, but then stop themselves again. This person is naturally strong, confident, and used to being in control. They are someone who leads, someone who stands out, someone people notice. But when it comes to you, that control weakens. You make them feel exposed, emotional, and vulnerable in a way they are not used to. There is strong chemistry here, something magnetic that keeps pulling them back toward you, even when they try to distance themselves. Their silence was not just about you. They have been dealing with heavy personal situations, possibly related to money, responsibilities, or other emotional burdens. Instead of opening up, they chose to isolate themselves and handle everything alone. Even in that isolation, they have not stopped watching you. They still check on you, still think about you, still feel connected to your energy. But fear of rejection and overthinking has kept them stuck, unable to act. You have likely been feeling this connection too. You may have been noticing signs, repeating patterns, sudden reminders of them, or strange coincidences that keep bringing their energy back to you. You may have questioned yourself, thinking it is all in your head, but it is not. Your intuition has been trying to show you that this connection is still active, even in silence. The delay you experienced was not meaningless. It was a period where both of you were being pushed to grow, heal, and understand your emotions more deeply. The energy of the Ten of Swords shows that this person has been going through a lot of emotional pain and mental pressure. They have felt overwhelmed, exhausted, and weighed down by everything happening in their life. This is why they pulled away. It was not because they did not care, but because they were struggling internally and did not know how to express it. They shut down instead of reaching out. At the same time, the King of Wands shows who they truly are beneath that pain. This is someone strong, passionate, and determined. Someone who does not stay silent forever. Once they find their courage, they take action. This energy shows that their feelings for you are not weak. They want something real, and when they decide to come forward, they will do it with confidence and intention, not halfway. This connection has been delayed, but it is not over. Communication is building, and there is a strong feeling that a message is coming, something you have been waiting for. This message will bring clarity and open the door for a real conversation. The confusion, the silence, and the overthinking will start to make sense once this person finally speaks. What you need to understand is that this person has been stuck between fear and desire. They care deeply, but fear has been stronger until now. That is beginning to shift. The energy is moving from pain and silence toward action and honesty. You do not need to chase this or force it. Let things unfold naturally. Everything you have been feeling, all the confusion and all the signs, has been leading to this moment of clarity. This person is still connected to you, still affected by you, and still holding feelings they cannot ignore forever. The silence is ending, and the truth they have been holding back is getting closer to being revealed. You have always been strong, the kind of person who carries pain quietly and keeps moving forward. but lately your heart has been feeling heavier than usual. This connection has been draining you because it keeps repeating the same pattern. This person comes close, then pulls away, goes silent without explanation, and then returns again as if nothing happened. And you are tired of it now. You are tired of the confusion, the waiting, the emotional ups and downs. You want stability, you want honesty, you want something that feels real and consistent, not something that disappears when it gets too deep. What makes this harder is that your feelings for this person are not normal or light. You know that if it was anyone else, you would have already walked away. But with them, it feels different. There is a deep emotional and almost spiritual bond that keeps pulling you back. It feels like your souls understand each other in a way that words cannot explain. That is why you stay, even when part of you knows it has not been fair. You are caught between your heart and your mind. Your heart says this is special, but your mind reminds you that you deserve better treatment. The energy here reflects the Ten of Swords, which shows how deeply this situation has hurt you. You have reached a point where you feel emotionally exhausted, like you have given so much and received confusion in return. There were moments where it felt like everything ended, like you were done, like you could not take it anymore. But this energy is not just about pain. It is about the end of that painful cycle. What has been hurting you cannot continue the same way. Something is breaking, something is shifting, and even though it feels heavy, it is leading you toward change. This person carries the energy of the King of Wands. They are strong, attractive, confident, and naturally take control. But when it comes to emotions, they struggle. They feel deeply, but they do not express it properly. Instead of opening up, they pull away. Instead of communicating, they go silent. It is not because they do not care. It is because they do not know how to handle the intensity of what they feel. There is also fear inside them, fear of rejection, fear of losing control, fear of being vulnerable. So they run when things become too real. But something has changed in them recently. They have gone through an experience that opened their eyes. It made them realize what you truly mean to them. They are starting to understand that you are not someone they can replace, that your energy, your honesty, and your presence are rare. They see now how genuine you were with them, how you never pretended, how you gave them something real. And now that you are distant or not as available as before, they feel your absence strongly. They want to come forward and talk to you. They want communication, but they do not know how to approach you. There is hesitation, guilt, and fear. They know they hurt you, and they are unsure if you will accept them again. They are thinking a lot about what to say, how to say it, and whether they still have a chance. Even though they appear confident, inside they feel unsure and nervous about facing you. At the same time, you are being reminded not to lose yourself in this situation. Your life should not stop because someone else is confused. Your peace, your work, your sleep, your relationships all matter. You cannot let this connection take over your entire emotional state. Loving someone does not mean forgetting yourself. This is a lesson for you too, learning how to love deeply while still protecting your own energy and self-respect. Both of you are growing through this connection. It is not just about love, it is about transformation. This person is slowly becoming aware of their patterns, and you are becoming more aware of your worth. The pain has not been meaningless. It has been showing you what you will and will not accept, and it has been pushing this person to face themselves. I also feel this person was surrounded by the wrong kind of energy for a long time, situations or people that kept them stuck and comfortable, but not truly fulfilled. Now they are starting to see the difference. They are realizing that what they were holding onto is not what they truly needed. And in that realization, they are seeing you more clearly than before. There has been tension between you both, maybe words spoken in frustration, maybe silence that created distance. But despite everything, the feelings have not disappeared. You both still think about each other. You both still feel the connection. There is missing, there is longing, even if it has not been expressed openly. This person thinks about you deeply. They remember moments, conversations, the way you made them feel. There is something about your energy that stays with them, something they cannot easily forget. You may also be noticing signs, repeating numbers, reminders, things that keep bringing them into your thoughts. These are not random. Your intuition is trying to guide you, but you keep questioning it instead of trusting it. There's also a sense of distance that has actually made the feelings stronger. Sometimes when people are apart, they realize what they truly have. This space is forcing both of you to reflect, to feel, and to understand the depth of this connection. An apology is coming. This person knows they need to take responsibility for their actions. They know they cannot come back the same way they left. This time, the energy feels different because it comes from realization, not just emotion. It may not happen instantly, but it is building. What you need to remember is that you are not hard to love. You are not asking for too much. You are not wrong for wanting consistency and honesty. Your feelings are valid, but your peace is also important. If this connection is meant to come back together, it will happen through real change, not the same repeated pattern. This is a turning point. The pain you have been feeling is leading to transformation. The silence is not permanent. The distance is not meaningless. Something is shifting beneath the surface, and very soon, what has been hidden will come into the light. Nothing about this situation feels like a coincidence. Even the silence, the confusion, and the emotional pain you've experienced all seem to be part of a deeper process. Sometimes a person has to lose you before they truly understand your value. And that is exactly what this energy feels like. You gave your time, your emotions, your patience, and at some point, it felt like it was taken for granted. But now distance has created a space where realization is beginning to grow. The connection has felt stuck for a long time, almost like nothing was moving forward no matter how much you felt. But this stillness was not empty. It was building pressure. A shift is coming, and with that shift comes truth. The pain you've been carrying is very deep, and it reflects the energy of the Ten of Swords. This is the kind of emotional ending that leaves you drained, hurt, and questioning everything. It feels like betrayal, like being let down after giving your all. But this energy is not just about pain. It is about the end of illusion. It forces everything into the open so healing can begin. It marks the point where you can no longer ignore what hurt you, but also where you start becoming stronger because of it. While you've been dealing with that emotional weight, this person has been stuck in their mind, overthinking, replaying memories, imagining what could have been, but not acting. They've been caught in toxic patterns, giving their attention to the wrong things and avoiding what truly matters. Instead of nurturing this connection or even themselves, they allowed confusion, pride, or outside influences to control their actions. That is why things felt so inconsistent and frustrating. There is also an energy of regret surrounding them. It feels like they placed something or someone else above you at some point, and now they are realizing that choice was not right. They've been in denial for a long time, but that denial is breaking. Truth is coming to the surface, and along with it, information you've been unsure about is going to be revealed. Something hidden will not stay hidden anymore, and once you see the full picture, everything will start making sense. Even though they've been silent, they haven't been disconnected from you. They think about you often. There's an energy of them wanting to reach out, even typing messages and then deleting them out of fear. Fear of rejection, fear of how you will respond, and fear of facing what they avoided. There is also emotional heaviness in them, like regret and sadness that they don't openly show. But something is changing inside them. The energy of the King of Wands is rising. And this is where things begin to shift. This is confidence, courage, and action. This is someone who stops hiding and starts moving forward. Their desire to come toward you is becoming stronger than their fear. They are reaching a point where they can no longer stay silent, and they feel the need to take a risk. They want to see you, to talk to you, to finally express what they've been holding back. This may happen unexpectedly, even at a time when your life is starting to improve and you feel more stable. And when that happens, you may question why now. But this delay was never about your worth. It was about them needing to figure themselves out. They were not ready before, and now they are beginning to understand their feelings and their mistakes. Their feelings for you are genuine, and they have been growing stronger the more they tried to ignore them. There is a strong pull toward you that they can no longer deny. They may come forward with an offer, something more serious, but it will be up to you whether you want to accept it or not. The power is no longer only in their hands. You now have the clarity and strength to decide what is right for you. You may also notice signs around you, repeating numbers, small synchronicities, or reminders that feel too aligned to ignore. These are not random. They are guiding you toward awareness and preparing you for what is about to unfold. This connection feels deep, and for some of you, it carries a strong spiritual bond, but you are not meant to lose yourself in it again. Right now, they are still trying to make a final decision. There are things in their life they are sorting out, which is why communication has been delayed. But the silence is not permanent. The movement is coming. A conversation is coming. Truth is coming. And when it arrives, it will change the way you see everything. What once felt like an ending is turning into a moment of clarity. What once felt like pain is turning into strength. And what once felt uncertain is finally moving toward truth. They are thinking about you in a serious way and want something real, but their life feels complicated. There may be another situation around them, which makes them feel stuck and guilty. Instead of trusting their heart, they keep overthinking everything, even though deep down they know they want you. They are stressed about money or responsibilities, and this has made them inconsistent. You've already felt their back and forth energy, how they come close and then pull away. This is connected to past pain they are still carrying. The Ten of Swords shows they went through a deep hurt or betrayal that made them guarded and afraid to open up. But that painful chapter is ending. The King of Wands shows they are becoming stronger, more confident, and ready to take action. They are slowly moving from fear into courage. This connection is strong, and that's why you keep feeling reminded of them. Even if things seem slow, they are thinking about how to come toward you. The energy is shifting, and this time, they will be the one to take this step. They are changing inside, and when they finally come forward, it will be more serious and clear.